Hello everyone, welcome to Mud Codes. In today's video, we are going to solve this question called Count Triplets, which is a part of interview preparation kit on HackerRank, and we are going to solve this using Python. This is a part of dictionaries and hash maps, so we'll try solving it using dictionaries. So let's get started. You're given an array and you need to find the number of triplets of indices ijk such that the elements at those indices are in geometric progression for a given common ratio r and I less than j less than k. So geometric progression is something where the consecutive elements are multiplied by a common ratio r. Like for example 1, 4, 16 has a common ratio of 4, and so it's a geometric progression. And another condition they have given here, which is I less than j less than k, which means that the geometric progression has to go in the normal sequence. So what this means is that if this sequence was 64, 16, 4 and 1, then for r equal to 4, there would be no geometric progressions for this question. So this is an example where there are two geometric progressions with three elements. So we're only finding triplets, right? So over here 1, 4, 16 is one and 4, 16, 64 is another. So function description is that the parameters are an array, this array and r, which is the common ratio, and we have to return the number of triplets. So we need to count how many triplets there are. So this is another example where they've first given 4 and 2, which is the size of the array and the ratio r, and the array is 1, 2, 2, 4. So over here there are two triplets, which is 1, 2, 4 with index 0, 1, 3 and 1, 2, 4 with index 0, 2, 3. So over here again there's an example where there are six triplets. These are the ones, which is 139, since the common ratio is 3, 139, 139, then 3927, 3927, and then again 927, 81 with both the nines. So similarly over here in this example, you can figure it out yourself. The common ratio is 5, so there are 4 counts. So let's get started with the implementation. For this question, I'm going to import default dictionary, which is from the collections library. So from collections import default dict. I will tell you why. So for a normal, like default dictionary is similar to a normal dictionary, but the main feature which this default dictionary provides is that a normal dictionary would give a key error, whereas default dictionary would give a default value when there is such a discrepancy. So over here first we'll initialize count variable to count the number of triplets. So in this question, since we need to find triplets, I'm going to segregate the elements of the array in three layers. One will be the top layer, one will be the middle layer, and one will be the element which we are currently at. So we won't count the current layer as it's our present state, but we'll make variables, we'll make dictionaries for the middle and the top layer. I'll call it as top level, and it's a default dictionary with a default value as integer. So if the key is not present in top level, it will assign it to 0 and not give an error. And mid level, which again is the same. Now it might get a little confusing, so be with me on this. Now we'll loop through the array but in reverse order, and I'll tell you why. So for n in array, reverse array. Now there are three things that we're going to do here. The first thing right now is that the top level and mid level dictionaries are empty. Okay, so one step that we are going to take eventually in the end is that we will add the number n to the top level dictionary by default in the end of the loop, so that for the next loop it is already present in the top level. So by the time this loop is completed, the top level will have all the count variables for the entire array. Okay, So I'll do that first. So top level n plus equal to 1. This means that in the end of the array, we are adding 1 to the element, and if this number doesn't exist, then it will by default take 0 value and add 1 to 0 and initialize it. So once the top level is done, now we know that the middle layer and top layer have no elements over here. The top level gets its first value only after this block of code is executed, right? So since it's a geometric progression and we need to check for the common ratio, so considering that we are going in the reverse loop, for the first variable, when we multiply n with r, this part will always be skipped because you won't have a value greater than this number over here right now, and you would put n in top level. So after the first iteration, top level has n. So for the example 1, 2, 2, 4, right now n is 4, and after the first iteration, top level has one count of 4, right? So when n is 2, we check for top layer. So over here we check if n into r, which is the geometric progression number, in top level, then we add mid level n, which is 2 right now, the value of top level n into r, which is 4, because ultimately we are counting, and if there are repetitive elements, they need to be considered as well. And once this is done, now we will push this down again because we're thinking in a backwards approach. So once this is done, now the only thing left is, since you're considering the double occurrences and everything in the mid level, now you need to count it. So ultimately we will do if n into r in mid level, then count plus equal to mid level n plus r, n into r. In the end, we return count. So over here, okay, it's reversed, not reverse. And over here, we need to give square brackets. So what is happening here is, I will dry run it. Let me just run it first so that I can explain it to you better. Yeah, it's working. So now I'll print top level, mid level, and count to show you what exactly it is doing here right now. So print. So when I run this, yeah. So when I run this for the first iteration, where, so this is the array 1, 2, 2, 4, and you're looping it in reverse order. So for n equal to 4, when you're running this for the first time, uh, the middle condition, the middle level condition is skipped because 4 into 4, 16 is not present. Top level is skipped and top level gains one count of 4. And now the count is 0 for the first iteration. So for the second iteration, when n is equal to 2, uh, when n is equal to 2, so if n equal to 2, which is 4, okay, for the previous one I meant 4 into 2, 8, not 16, my bad. So if 2 into 2 is 4, so if 4 is in mid-level, count mid-level n into r, but currently mid-level has nothing inside. But if 4 in top level, which already exists, so we will add mid-level 2. So at mid-level, we'll add 2, the key 2, and add the value of top level 4, which was 1. So right now mid-level has 2 is to 1, and we'll add 2 to 2 to the top level as well. So now the dictionaries would be, uh, yeah, top level would be one count of 4 and one count of 2, and the mid level would have one count of 2. And now when this 2 is iterated through, then we again get a similar case where top level has the total count of the array. So there are two 2's and one 4. But the middle level has two 2's now because 4 was present in top layer again. And now in the end, when we come to 1, the top level gets all the counts of the array. And since now over here, for if 1 into 2 in mid level, so right now 2 is in mid level, so now it will add to the count the value of mid level 2 because that was where we were tracking the count. So over here in the end we have two 2's and one 2, and ultimately we add 2 to the count and we get 2. So the final answer is 2. That's how the logic was thought through. So let's submit it. Uh, okay, there are some test case errors. I don't think there's any problem in the logic though. Let's check what it's for. Okay, yeah, sorry. So I had this print statement, so it's giving runtime error. Yeah, let's submit the code. So yeah, it's done. So if you like this explanation and the content that I'm creating, and if you want me to create more content, please like and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one. Thank you.